Hey, what's up? It's your boy Stephen McCoy, and welcome to Sessions with Stephen. This is episode 2. I'm so excited. Number 2 is actually my favorite number, just in case you guys didn't know. It's also, ironically, my little brother favorite number. He's always been number 2 when he plays sports and basketball and football. So I don't know. It's something about the number 2 that has always, I don't know. I love it. But today's topic is going to be possessing positive thoughts. And I think that is so important that we do. But before we get into that, I have to give you the latest entertainment news, what's going on. And okay, let's start with Janet Jackson divorce. Now, I'm happy for her. Congratulations, Janet. She had a baby boy and she released the photos of him. And a lot of people have been criticizing the baby's skin color. I'm not even going to get into that. That's just, come on, guys, really? But she is going to, they're going through a divorce right now. And I mean, it sucks. Now, it is said that she didn't want to live up to the expectations of the things that she had to do to be his wife, as far as covering up herself while she's on stage. Maybe not even make the music that everyone knows Janet to make. However, I just felt like she should have learned more about his culture before becoming his wife. Hopefully they can co-parent, and I have a feeling that they are going to. Janet, congratulations, and come back to the music scene. All right, let's talk about the movie Grow House. I did the film premiere. First of all, the film stars comedian Lil Duval, also D. Ray David. Snoop Dogg is in the film. Uh, Let me see. Oh, Michael Blackson came through to the premiere. He just came to support. He told me that he's working on a pilot late night show with BET. So shout out to him. He's been in the game for a minute. The film is really good, and I feel like everyone should just go out and support. If we want to see more of our brothers out there on a film, I think we should just go out and support. Let's talk about Alicia Keys on body image. Now, she recently tweeted a picture of Marilyn Monroe in a yellow bathing suit, and she's laying down and posing. But in this photo, Marilyn Monroe, she has a roll in her stomach. And Alicia Keys actually tweeted, "Real bodies equals gorgeous." Now, she suffered a lot of backlash because of this. A lot of people were offended. That kind of goes into the topic of today, possessing positive thoughts. Because why do we automatically have to go straight into negative thoughts? I felt like Alicia Keys meant well. We know that she's not saying girls without curves or without a stomach is terrible. We know that that's not what she's saying. But she's also, keep in mind, is a curvy girl. And I felt like she was just trying to put positivity in the air, saying that you don't always have to go to Dr. Miami to get your stomach fixed. You don't always have to go to the black market and get a new butt. You can really love and enjoy who you are and enjoy your body, because in this day and age everyone is pretty much going in debt because they're trying to fix their appearance. And if more people were happy with themselves, I just feel like the world would be a better place. However, it is not a bad thing to fix yourself. Like if you are a person that went and got your nose done, went and got your boobs done, your breast, your stomach, I just don't feel like that's a bad thing at all. And I also don't feel like that is what Alicia was saying at all either. Um, there has been times for me where I have thought negative instead of thinking positive about something. This is something that has happened to me before. I just want to use an example. Now, there was a close friend of mine. Now, my friend is a very busy person, just like I'm a very busy person. And sometimes we all just get caught up in our work. I didn't speak to my friend in about 3 months. Now, she also works in entertainment. And normally, if we don't speak, we kind of understand, that we kind of get caught up in work. We always shoot each other a text, but I haven't spoken to her in 3 months. So I don't know. I think I was in my feelings, and I did text her. She didn't text me back that day. And then the next day, I text her and I said, "Hey, is there a problem? Like, are you not speaking to me anymore?" Or, and then she responded and she said, "Wait, call me." Or I'm about to call you. It's what she said. So she did call me, and she's like, "What is going on?" And I'm just like, "Well, I didn't speak to you, so I just wasn't sure. Like, is everything is okay?" But instead of me asking her, "Hey," or calling her, picking up the phone. Now, she was going through a lot, and I didn't even know that. I didn't, some of the things that she told me, she was just going through a lot, a lot of life changes, a lot of uh, people that she had to remove from her circle that was taking advantage of her. And I felt really bad because this is my friend. And instead of what I was doing, I was allowing my life control my thoughts, like the things that was happening in my life. Now, the things that were happening in my life was people seeing you, do your thing. And the thing is, it hurted me to know that people that I knew for so long to change because of my success. And it was just, you get into the mind state of, well, you don't know who's going to turn on you next. That's the thing. Everyone is different, though. You can't, allow that negativity from other people to follow you. The only thing you have to do is just move on. If people who are supposed to be in your life will be in your life, and people who are not, hey, because the thing is, there are some people who will start the journey with you, but aren't necessarily meant to be standing with you at your destination. And sometimes we have to just stop and pick up the phone and say, "Hey, how are you?" And I think that's another thing. We just see someone and just say, "Hey, how are you?" and just keep it moving. We don't really, there's not really much humanity behind that question. And I feel like when you ask someone, "Hey, how are you?" really mean that. Ask them, how are they? Because you truly never know what someone is going through. So I hope that all of my listeners can really practice that. Go to a friend and just say, "Hey, how are you? How have this been?" Honesty. We may not even know how much that person really needs to be reached out to. And I've had many situations where I've asked someone, "How are they?" And they would talk to me and they would just be like, "Wow, I feel so much better." And I'm sitting on the other side, didn't even realize that they were going through certain things just like this situation. So possessing positive thoughts is just really a way to bring positivity into your life. If you say something, you're believing it, and you got to be very careful of your words and your thoughts and know that you can do whatever you want to do. Sometimes, if you possess positive thought, it'll open up your mind to a whole new journey, and you'll be able to be fearless about talking to someone, being the bigger person, offering your advice, offering affection. Because if we're so stuck in our head and not possessing those positive thoughts, it's gonna mean we're closed minded, and we're afraid to reach out to the person. We're very prideful, and having pride and all of those other things, it can really hold you back from just being the best version of yourself. So I just want all of us to practice that, possessing positive thoughts. Thank you guys so much for listening to episode number 2. I want you guys to follow me on Instagram. That's Stephen McCoy. And you can also follow me on Facebook. That's official Stephen McCoy. Follow me on Twitter, Stephen McCoy, B as in Brown. And you can also email me, asksteven@gmail.com, if you have any questions, any advice, or anything that you would need. You can definitely email me, asksteven@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much. Episode 2 has been a good one. And remember to speak positivity and diminish negativity. Thank you. Hey, subscribe now.